Alrighty, welcome everybody to Back of the Burb, episode number 10. I will be the host today, and I am Lee, otherwise known as Grizzly. We've got Alex to my left, Matt to my left, and over here on my right, because Eddie's not here yet, and maybe he'll be in, maybe not, but in other news, we've got my little brother Joey, and Joey just graduated from the high schools today.
Woo!
He is smart.
Woo!
Are you ready for the Coolidge?
No.
The Coolidge, dude.
The Calvin Coolidge.
The Calvin Coolidge. It's going to be sweet.
Dude,
Yeah, dude.
I have 3 roommates. I have 3 chances to not fuck up.
Yeah?
Yeah. I got, shoot.
3 chances to not fuck up. Let's see how those odds work out.
Are those chances based on your 3 roommates?
Yeah.
What school? I forget.
Texas Tech,
right? Yeah.
and Waco.
Texas.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
Waco.
I know. All the
Yeah.
cool things that happened in Waco years past.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a historical experience. Just
Yes.
going there and being like, whoa.
Well, that's what the cult was in the 90s.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of them for the life of me.
The Branch Davidians
Yeah.
with David Koresh.
Yeah. Yeah.
The name sounds familiar, but I didn't
Drink the
look at
Kool-Aid.
Oh, the
They
Kool-Aid.
burnt the
Yeah.
they burnt the place down and
Yeah.
it was bad.
It was
It was
pretty bad.
not good.
It was bad. But now Joey's going to college there. It's gonna be party central.
It's gonna be a
I
blast.
would imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Non-stop.
Are you
At
just
a
gonna go
tech school.
completely nuts? Just like
Just balls
be
to
the
the
most
wall party.
particularly wild college person to ever
Nah.
exist.
I don't know. It's not really a wild college.
I don't think Joey's the type of person to be all like Van Wilder. Although we don't know yet. Like, we don't know yet.
I don't know that shirt.
Yeah.
He's in
Like,
party mode right now.
Yeah.
Joey might just show up to college and be like, all right, I got this.
Yeah, like grades.
Speaking of cults, do you guys know the Heaven's Gate website is still up?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Never been taken down. It's run by 2 former members who
Wow.
I guess wimped out of what happened at Heaven's Gate.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
pretty wild.
I definitely didn't think that would still be up if you figured that would be taken down a long time ago.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I'm gonna have to look into that one. That's pretty wild.
But yeah, so, Joey, you graduated college. What else did you do this week? Anything else
Graduated high
interesting?
school.
Yeah, he didn't
Or-
get through college quite yet.
Whatever. College is the hard part, but also the easy part. Easy because it's only 2 years for you for your program,
Yeah.
but harder stuff. But
Yeah. I went to Six Flags on Wednesday.
Ooh.
Six
Oh,
Flags,
dude, that's
Massachusetts, Somerville, Connecticut. Went on the it was like a school thing. I got to go on the Superman 3 times.
nice.
Ooh.
The Man of
Yes.
Steel. Oh, and it wasn't like 2 times in a row. Like the lines were like small. It was so
Oh, they
fun.
just let you stay on the cart.
No. I literally just wrapped around.
awesome. You just got off
Oh,
and went back
like-
in the
Yeah,
line.
he hot lapped it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't short enough to like just stay on the cart.
No.
That's when it's baller.
No, that's awesome. Like going to Canopy and you go on the like whatever roller coaster, and they're like, "Well, nobody's in line. You want to go again? Yep. You want to go
Yes.
again? Yep. Just keep it going."
So years ago, one of my business trips. I was in what's it called? That terrible Cleveland, that terrible city in Ohio. We went out to Sandusky, where there's the big I can't remember the name of the park, but they have all the roller coasters and everything.
You're talking about Cedar Point.
Yeah, Cedar Point.
Dude,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
awesome.
Obviously, we were going there on the weekends because we'd be there for like a month at a time. And so we'd go there, and some of the roller coasters, you'd wait hours for. But then some of the older ones, like there was like Blue Streak, one of the older wooden ones. It'd be like me and 2 other dudes who were like 250, 300 pounds. And I just remember we'd get on that fucker, and there was a couple points where the cart came off the rails. Like it came off, it was going so fast. It was
That's wood, though.
terrifying.
Whenever you go up over
That
a
is
hill, like you go to
terrifying.
Canopy, that one it shifts up a little bit.
Oh yeah. No. But like there was times where it kind of like goes and then it drops.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
it's like kind of not like we're not talking like like you're going along maybe about like 10 degrees or not even 10 degrees, like 5 degrees, and then it drops to a 45, and just coming off that 10, like the whole
You feel
car
it.
would come off the track.
Yeah, yeah.
Like with just the three of us in it. So, and that was one where they would just let us sit in it, and they'd be like, "You want to get out?" And we're like, "Nope, send her again, boys."
Yeah,
we
that's
just
awesome.
sit on it for like 20 minutes, just going around.
They
and
can't
around
get
and
in that line, so
Yeah.
Speaking of rides, the best ride is Teacups because Teacups ends up however you want Teacups to
Yeah,
end up.
dude. Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
teacups
'cause
can be rough.
If you want Teacups to be wild and you want to throw up, you can get everybody.
So, which teacups did you do? Did you do the teacups where it's like flat, but it kind of goes in and out?
Yes.
On each one like a triangle?
Yeah.
Or did you do the one where it's the wave in a circle?
No, I wish it was the way.
Okay, the wave in the circle is even worse when you start spinning that one.
Oh yeah,
You know what's the worst is when you get on those like, have you seen the roller coaster ones where it's like kind of like the short tight track or whatever, but it goes up different levels?
Yeah.
But then you can spin the cart itself,
oh,
like the
fuck
teacups.
That. Nope.
That's
That's
pretty
worse.
sweet.
I'm not even. I'd look at that and be like, no.
The Joker, it hangs you off the side and you will like start flipping.
Yeah,
That's pretty fun. It's like only 30 seconds though.
yeah.
Like that's what's so good about Man of Steel. Is it's like a good 2-3 minutes of
And you
roller
just-
Yeah. It feels like it takes forever.
yeah.
yeah.
But like those 30-second rides. I mean, if there was lines, it would not be worth it.
Yeah, no. But like that's the thing too is like years ago we used to go to Busch Gardens outside of Tampa,
Yeah.
and Busch Gardens was always lit with all the roller coasters. They had so many good ones that were like a minute, 2 minutes long. So
Yeah.
um
Those are the ones you want to wait in line for.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even some of the older ones now, if they're still around, like I know they had that little Egypt area and it was called like the Mantu or whatever, the dangling feet one.
Yeah.
That one was always awesome. And like I just remember you come in and there's like crocodiles and stuff underneath it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Underneath the
that's
platform
awesome.
while your feet are dangling. You're like, ooh, look, don't fall, crocodiles.
I'd be up there like,
Nah, you're just not a true Florida. You know,
No, it has nothing to do
true
with
Florida man
crocodiles.
went in there, it would just be
Wait,
like, motherfucker, I'm gonna beat you all.
it's not a crocodile thing. I wouldn't care about that. I'd be like, oh, I'm strapped into the roller coaster now. I'm just gonna die. I'm just gonna die.
But
Yeah.
yeah, Cedar Point. Did you go on the Topfield Dragster?
Yeah. We waited an extra hour to sit in the front line.
Oh, dude.
And I just remember I went on it with this dude named Sakib, who we used to all call Skee Ball because we were partying and getting drunk the whole time we were there. And I just remember I'm there like, whee! Can't see anything in the front because like the wind force of it launching. And I've got Skee Ball next to me. Like his mouth is wide because it's doing like the 100 miles an hour. His eyes are squinted and he's just holding on like, and he got me next to him. Yeah, like, yeah, dude.
I didn't get to do that one. It was the what day I went. The wind was too much. It was like off for the day. We were like, no.
Yeah.
But we're like, all right, that's another excuse to come back, I guess.
Yep.
The old one, which used to be like the highest one or whatever in the United States or in the world for years, dude, that one is like, that climb takes so fucking long to go up. Oh my God.
Which
That
one?
thing, I forget what it was. It's like the old like moon themed one. It was like the tallest one in the
Not
world
Millennium
for a while.
Force, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Millennium Force.
Isn't the Dragster higher than that one?
Oh yeah. Now I'm saying Millennium Force was like the tallest one
it
for
was.
like years.
Yeah, and then
For like a
Millennium,
decade.
and then the Dragster came out and
Yeah.
whatnot, and then now they have that like King Dakar or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I think that's in New Jersey or something. But yeah, I did
Yeah.
Millennium Force. That was terrifying.
Dude, it takes so long.
It
to go
takes
up
so
that
long,
climb.
and like you're right next to a lake, so like you look over and you're just
It's
like,
just
whoa.
an abyss.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
No, like,
That's like Untamed at Canopy.
But
Not
then
an
it
extreme.
happens, and you're just like,
You just go straight up.
whoa. Like,
yeah.
all right, I got to do that again. Like, whoa. It's terrifying, but after that build up, it's like,
Yeah, you know what it is? It's always that like you're standing in line about to go on some new ride, and you're like, I think I'm gonna puke right now.
yeah.
And then you get on the ride, and you're like, I still think it's gonna happen. Then it actually goes, and you're like, I don't care about anything anymore.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I just remember like that climb though, because it's like what 400 feet on Millennium Force or something like
It's
that.
something like that. It's really high.
And it takes so, like, dude, it's literally like 5-minute climb.
Yeah, like you look down and you're just like, shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you get to the top and look over and you're like,
Oh, dude,
God.
it crests so slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it goes down, it goes so fucking fast. But like, yeah, dude, like, oh my God, dude, that thing, like that climb and then like that like slow peak. Fuck.
Dude,
Yeah, I
those
can't
big
do it.
ones, you want to ride in the back.
Yeah.
With, like, the big tire.
Well, you know
You'll
what?
just get whipped randomly.
Like
Yeah,
any
yeah.
of those rides, if you ride in like if it's a like one car with 2 seats, or if it's the long like kind of Caterpillar cars, if
Yeah.
you ride in the front, the back, or the middle, it's always a different ride.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's what's was it Island Adventure? The other part of Orlando?
Yeah.
Yeah, of Universal in Orlando. Island Adventure had the Hulk or whatever,
Yes.
Yep.
where it's in the tube, but then it shoots you at the last bit of the climb.
Huh.
And that one, dude, like that one, if you're in the back, like you can feel the lower wheels holding onto the track, and like it whips you up as you go over the crest and launch down. Like that one's awesome, but
My neck,
yeah,
my back,
my neck and my back. I'm gonna need 150,000.
Oh, we can settle it right now.
For $20. I love that movie. Yeah. Anyways, what else did you guys do at Six Flags?
Our throw up counter was 3. We saw 3 different people throw up.
Nice.
Oh.
That's exciting.
Was it people in your class or just other people in general?
So one person we didn't know around our age. One person we did know. Okay.
That's like a bonus point, I think. The person
Yeah.
you do know, so we'll count it to 4.
And then someone's mom. We were in line, and we just looked to our right, and over by like one of the pillars, someone's mom is dying, and her husband's like standing to the side laughing. He's having a good time.
They must have came
Was it
over
like
right.
post ride or like just too nervous to get on it?
I think it was post.
That has to be post ride.
Yeah.
Well, she held on to it then.
She went in for like, it was like, okay, round 1. Oh, she round 2, round 3, 6 times. I saw
dude.
liquid come out of her mouth.
Oh,
Dude,
Oh, it's brutal.
that's what happens when you have projectile vomit and it's violent every single time and it hurts.
Yeah.
It's very painful.
Those last heaves are painful.
not for me.
Yeah.
I went to buy a Sprite. And I was like,
I already like this story.
and I go up to the counter. I'm like, I was expecting, okay, $3.
No.
Sprite's
Like
normally
$7.50.
Sprite's normally like $1.25. It's theme park, $4. $6.30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I sit there, and my friend looks at me and goes, "Are they gonna take you out to dinner first?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know like the other day, mom was asking for cash or whatever the hell. She's like, "You got $20?" And like I gave her like $30-something for you. And she wanted to fight me over it. And I was like, "Mom, he's going to a fucking theme park. Fuck." And, like that $2 thing elsewhere is $10 at a theme park.
Yeah, like the $30
yeah.
got you the food for the day, probably.
Not even.
If that.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
$24
Yeah.
for mediocre
Like a hot dog.
cheeseburger
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
and
soda.
undercooked fries.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the worst.
God, no, it's not always bad. Like Universal, I'd say isn't outrageous, and they have some of the best food. You go over to the
Yeah.
Simpsons area of Universal, $5 you get like the big ass pound donut.
Oh yeah.
Pink.
Awesome.
But like I mean, it was $5 in 8th grade, but still, then it's probably only gone up a couple bucks.
Yeah, $7-8.
Yeah, but like, like looking at that and like the Sprite being $6 here, it's like, wait,
So you know what feels real bad
what?
is that obviously the food's like really expensive at it, but you and I never got to do like the Boysenberry Festival or anything at Disney in Cali. Cause that's normally like late May, and obviously we weren't there in late May.
Yeah.
But they do like they have like food trucks and they do all this crazy stuff and everything like that. I know this year I think Mega 64 did a video on it. They were talking about some of the food. Like someone did avocado ice cream with pico de gallo on top of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
that's- Sounds like I'd try it.
I feel like that'd be close to a pistachio ice cream. That kind of
It-
mild green flavor.
So it looked like it, but like they were saying it was like 75% cream and like 1% avocado. So it was pretty light in color. But then like it had some like really, really, really good bomb ass fresh pico de gallo on top of it, along with like some Mexican style mayo and all the other toppings to make it like fully loaded. Yeah, like that was one of those ones where like that's really weird. I would try that.
Yeah, it'd be like, give me a scoop. Give me a scoop, bud.
Oh no, it was like a bar, like an ice cream truck bar.
Oh, like,
Oh, dude.
oh, okay. So it was like a little,
Wait.
yeah, got it.
That sounds excellent.
Okay, that's a little
Yeah.
bit better. Now that it's not just like ice cream.
Yeah, no.
It's like
It was.
yeah.
Have you ever seen like the Magnum bars, the
No,
chocolate
no,
bars?
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
on a
one of
stick.
it was like about that size,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
with like a bunch of pico and all the toppings,
So
like
it-
elote.
It was like the street corn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was street corn, only it was avocado ice cream. Yeah, like
Huh.
that looked really cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, I wish we could have done that one, but we just didn't get to. So
All the unique food places were closed though. The day we went, it was only like the cafeteria.
Mm-hmm.
Really? That's lame.
You know, like the themed stuff or whatever.
Well, I
Like,
mean-
get your Pirates of the Caribbean chicken sandwich right from the sea.
yeah, but you went on like a Thursday, right? It was Thursday,
Wednesday.
yeah. So
Oh man, did you see the during graduation the kids in the background?
which ones? Like where in the background?
Like over to the right.
Oh, I didn't
They
know.
were-
We were like off center.
Could you smell it?
No.
They were smoking stogies.
Oh, nice.
Missed
the
that.
Stogs.
Stogies.
Dude, good job. Hey, good job to all you guys. You did it.
Yeah, you made it. You made it thus far.
Yeah.
Now you have to make it 2 more.
Now the
years.
true pain can begin.
Are you ready? So you know what that means. This week starts your first like real underpaid like overtime shift. You get ready for the 12-hour shifts.
Yeah.
That's all good.
Oh, wait, you got to go to BP for 12 hours a day?
No, I think I'm working Thursday 6 to 12. That's the only thing that's changed so far.
It's not too
Normal
bad.
Wednesday.
Joey, is there a blue Cadillac in that parking lot still? A big blue Cadillac with a white top on it?
No, it got sold. But like, there's Cadillacs that come in and
How
out.
much did they want it? How much did they want for that?
It was like eight grand.
Okay.
Dang it.
No, that's yeah. That's
On
about,
par.
That's about on par, yeah.
Yeah,
I really
Matt's-
wanted that like brown kind of coppery Lincoln Continental they had for a
Oh,
while.
yeah, that thing was sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
A couple of years ago. That was nice.
Oh, speaking of that, you remember Brooke?
Yeah.
Yeah, her car broke down. You know what she's driving?
No.
A 67 Camaro. It's like a 68Z or something like that.
A Z28?
Yeah, it's a
Nice.
Z28.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So she's driving that temporarily?
Yes, but like her dad built one up in 2014. Like the
Aw.
sticker's still 2014 too.
Tell her to bring it
That's-
over here.
Yeah, let us drive it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring
that's
it
sweet.
by.
Bring it over. Let us drive it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, like Dad wants that like 442 Cutlass, but I'm like, nah, you should buy a Camaro. Nah, you should buy like a nice Mach 1. You should buy like anything but the Cutlass. Like,
Yeah.
not that I don't like the Cutlass, it's just like,
What year
nah.
Cutlass is it?
What's he looking at? Like a 74? Do you know?
Yeah, 70s.
So, yeah,
That's
Did
not
he
too
drive
bad.
one or something when he was younger or what?
yeah. That's
What is it?
why.
Do you know what
I was gonna say,
motor it
there's
has in it? It's
usually-
probably an old 350.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah. It's pretty funny. He's been talking about it so much. He's like, "Oh man, that's the fastest fucking thing. It's faster than anything else." It's like, 100%. It is not as fast as my STI.
Yeah.
Or my car.
Yeah.
Or that Pathfinder.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's like it's gonna feel fast because everything's analog, but like, no, modern
it's not
cars,
fast.
like a modern equivalent horsepower car will feel way faster. Like Joey's Civic will feel way faster just because it can
Oh,
drive
yeah.
and handle better than that Cutlass can.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, there's that swag factor of driving that classic car. That's
Yeah,
classic
yeah.
muscle car. It's
That
cool.
Civic looks huge. I have to remind myself that the Civic, I'm like, that looks like an Accord. And then I'm like,
Dude,
Yeah,
it does
it's like-
35
That's big.
miles to the gallon on the highway.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Is that the
Yeah.
newest generation? Is,
Yes.
is that what you,
Yeah,
you go
yeah.
look at them now? That's what they look like?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
last year was
four-door.
was it? I think it was
Tell my
the Gen
dad about
7.
that, actually.
Gen 6 or Gen 7. We got that. So just quick word on that one. We got that on the lease. They did that lease program coming off of the last generation ones.
Yep.
If you buy it on a lease first, it was like 15,000 miles a year under the lease for $200 a month on the payment, and then insurance was under $100 at
300
35
bucks a
miles
month.
to the gallon. So it was just under. No, it was like. Well, I was driving it before Joey got his license for everything all in on the month outside of like gas, insurance, and payment and everything like that was like $304
Wow.
a month. And the buyout at the end of the 2 years was like supposed to be like 15 grand. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
for a daily beater, that thing's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And drives really nice too. Even though it is the CVT, it drives really nice. I will
Does
say
it have
much.
that thing you were telling me about, the first?
Yeah, where it has
first gear, okay.
as a regular first gear, which Honda calls the
So that's
launch
just
gear.
a Honda thing in general, right? Okay, sweet, yeah. Yeah, I'll have to tell my dad about that.
Yeah, no, that thing's pretty sweet. It's a little bit noisy on the road, and the radio's not the greatest. Like it doesn't get loud enough. But nah, dude, for the price and how good that thing drives, like, dude, that thing's hella.
Yeah, that's why you see 100 of them per square mile.
Yeah.
Did the Accord get bigger, or is it about or did the
Accord
Civic just get bigger?
It got a little bit bigger, from what I know, but I don't know. I'm not mega hot on.
Yeah.
I really
my
like
coaster
that.
just kind of stuck to my cup, so I'm sorry. I just like lost it because I'm like, wait, no, that doesn't belong there. Yeah, no, I'm not really a Honda boy, so I couldn't tell you all the crazy shit about it. But I just know
got that Type R. It was
What?
in consideration. I said you almost got that Type R.
Yeah, but we couldn't drive one. I couldn't fucking find one either.
Oh, yeah, there was that.
Because remember, like,
Yeah,
I was
so-
looking for a solid 2 weeks to just like a used one, something to just go test drive one. Like I couldn't find anything, and it's just nope.
Yeah,
So-
it sucks. I've seen a couple around here, but I don't even, you don't see them very often.
No. Even when they came out, there's still not that many.
Yeah,
There
that's
never
what
was.
Yeah, when I saw, when I would see one in Manchester, I'd be like, whoa, it's a Type R. So it was like, it wasn't like the STI at all, where you see those pretty, fairly common.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I don't know about the newer ones, but they used to be.
yeah. Auto Fair Honda in Manchester.
Yep, that's where we got our.
When we
CRV.
bought Joey's Civic, they had one of the Type R's there.
Oh, did they?
But then, like a week later, when the car came in and we went to go back to pick it up, it was just gone. And I was like, oh well.
Actually, yeah, I think I saw one at some point. I think it maybe might have been when my sister was buying a car a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I remember I sat in one. I didn't get to drive it, obviously, but
They're supposed to be rad. Like I wanted to drive one.
oh, they're
Like-
all-wheel drive, right?
No, they're just front wheel.
Okay, yeah.
But
That
the front
fits.
wheel
That's
and-
awesome.
Yeah, all that Honda race technology from years and years and years is like.
Yeah.
Apparently, they drive like a all wheel drive car on the track. Apparently, just the traction system and everything's so good in it.
That's awesome.
But yeah, no, they're cool. You got anything else? Anything else cool? No. No.
What you been playing? Any games? Any big games?
Oh yeah,
lately?
anything specific you've been playing this week?
I picked We Happy Few back up, got back into Rust, and Standard League.
Stan, are you gonna elaborate, or just you don't want to talk about? Not good enough to talk about.
Not good enough to talk about League. But We
Oh,
Happy
no, on any
Few-
of it.
Oh, We Happy Few has like some really trash game mechanics, but the story is excellent.
I actually haven't played that or anything, so.
It's on Game Pass, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting. But like I
Hey,
said,
wait a minute, guys. Eddie's not here. But Joey is talking about a Game Pass game he played this week. So everything is
go.
fine.
Because
that's-
he usually says it does a game pass. He usually plays a different game every week on the
Yeah.
Game
Pass.
Pass and
Yeah.
tells us about it.
Yeah, We Happy Few is awesome. Really good story.
And then that's it. That's all she wrote.
Yeah.
Like it's very standard. Like it's like, oh, there's nothing new, nothing unique, but like this story is so different and
It's
the
just-
environment is so different.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the whole thing is like everybody's on this drug called joy. And if you're not on your joy, then like the police will hunt you or you'll be sent out into the garden district.
If you're not
The
on your
Garden
joy,
District.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have to be on your joy because it makes everything so happy and look better. And like you can take the drug in the game. It has side
Yeah.
effects, but you can take it and you can get away with, people will not notice it as much. But like, and it updates all the graphics, enhances how everything looks when you're on it. That's really unique.
Does
You
it
know,
look
you don't
like
see that.
Grab when you're not off of it?
Yeah, everything starts to look depressing.
So it
And,
looks like early Call of Duty, like
Yes.
Modern Warfare, first Gears of War.
Yes, and then it just updates to, like Minecraft when
Yeah.
you're on it. But there's that, and then there's like people who are off their joy because they got a bad batch of it. They freak out and they start seeing eyes. That's
Oh.
the whole thing.
Oh, we got some Bloodborne.
Yeah.
So
Where's the Menses cage?
Yeah.
So I can see the demons.
so it is very much like you have your rich area, which is everybody dresses nice, or as long as you're on your joy, they dress nice, and then they all the bobbies are there because that's what they call cops.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
and then everything outside of that, like the Garden District, everybody's depressed, cut clothes. Like the environment is super unique. And another thing is, there's 3 chapters of the story. Each one you play as a different character.
That's cool.
each time all the locations of the buildings change. It's supposed to be like a roguelike.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really interesting because while it doesn't feel anything like a roguelike, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It tries to
It's
do
like
like its
sneaky.
own environment generation.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Actually,
But it sounds kind of like a dystopian kind of world.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And,
yeah.
and like your drug is just like false reality. It's
Yeah.
actually just like what's that movie? That old movie with
Matrix?
not the Matrix, same actor though.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? Everything's super black and white in
Yeah,
the movie, and
yeah.
everybody does just the same stuff, and he stops taking that drug, and he starts to realize like how corrupt the government and society is, and he has to,
yeah.
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 I bet they probably watched that movie and went, "Let's make a game that's kind of like that, but not that."
Yeah. Well, it's definitely worth playing.
Yeah,
like
nice.
like you're not like I said, it's standard. Everything except the story and environment, like the gameplay, it's standard. You know?
well, so when that game came out pretty broken
oh yeah.
at like full price, and then that was also the people in charge of that game were also screeching about on social media about how people are hating on them and their game and like how the game sucks and everything, and they don't understand it. You know, kind of like cancel culture and everything like that. They're screaming and crying about it. It's like, dude, your game's so fucking broken, I can't even run it.
Yeah.
Like it runs for like 30 seconds and crashes on my PC.
Mhm.
So that's part of the reason why that game kind of got review bombed and didn't do so hot in the long
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
But then they put it on Game Pass, and I'd have to say, if you've got Game Pass, it's worth it. But
Yeah, it's fun.
yeah.
Another thing that free on Epic right now, you got Maneater, world's first shark PG.
that's a pretty sweet game.
And have you played it?
I played a little bit of it, but yeah, that game's
so
awesome.
Fun. So fun. And it's free
Maneater.
right now on your
Nice.
computer.
So it's like it's open world, but it tends to be open world more like a Saints Row, because it's like
Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah.
all this crazy shit. But you're just playing a shark. So you're swimming around eating people, eating fish, like you can
Yeah.
just like eat jet skis and shit later
There's
on.
like shark
Do you get
combat.
larger?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like
combat.
the old like aquarium games when like one fish just
Yeah.
keeps eating the bigger and bigger fish. and-
Yeah.
Can't you like later on? Can't you like actually like jump out of the water to take down helicopters and shit? And
Yes.
that, yeah,
Sounds
it's
amazing.
ridiculous.
That's
It's
awesome.
It's a fun game.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of roguelikes too, did you finish the Prey DLC? I know you said you'd been talking about that. A little
I
while
started
ago.
playing that actually.
Yeah. You did?
So I played through Prey.
Okay.
I played through that, and I started playing the DLC, and I played through it as the first character, like the psychic guy.
Yeah.
And then, like, I went through it, and it was like maybe 10 minutes worth of playing,
yeah.
and I was just like,
it's easy.
"Wait, is that it?"
No.
But then,
It's
so I forgot that I didn't read like the tooltip. It's just like, okay, you have to make it through in one play with all the characters to like, beat it
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, and certain characters
So-
you have to complete certain tasks to
Yeah.
unlock. Yeah. No, that it took me. It's like at first glance, it seems like an hour or two DLC
yeah.
with what actually will take you upwards of 5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like even Prey, like the standard game, amazing. I love that game so much.
It was good. I liked it. I enjoyed
Yeah.
going through it. Eventually, though, when I was getting towards the end, I'm like, I kind of just want to finish this because I was like collecting too much shit, or I couldn't find something. I was like, all right, I
Yeah.
just gotta
Yeah,
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that goes with what I was saying before. It was like Prey, like the newer one, so like 2018 or 2019, whatever it was. Like,
2016.
was it 16?
It was 16 or 17. I'll look it up.
I think it's actually 18.
But like that game, just because of the way some of the mechanics worked and everything, like that game created serious mind goblins.
Oh yeah.
So, and I don't mean like, oh, the game's trying to fucking trick me. No, I mean it is in like
27.
later on you get that ability where it's like if you drink from the fountain, you get like all your magic point or whatever the hell it's called back, your MP back.
Yeah.
And then it heals you some also, but until you do that, like it's like, oh, you can take a sip from it like every like 2-3 seconds and get 1 health back. So like early on in the game, you're sitting there like, nope, free heals.
Oh, I didn't do
I'm
that.
gonna sit here and do
It
this the
takes
whole time.
so long for it
Yeah.
to like cool down. It's just one of those. I'll drink it when I walk by, but I'm not sitting here.
Yeah.
At 5 life. I don't care. Kill me.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying like there was a lot of little things in that just created like these like mind goblins in that game.
Plus, the ending sets up for a sequel. The ending.
Yeah.
Ending.
Oh, it definitely
was a
did.
Giant mindfuck.
Oh, it was like
Yes.
after the credits.
Yes.
Yeah, because I ended the game, and then they're like, "Oh, by the way," and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, all the little robots."
Yeah.
So this is how the city looks now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, Prey's cool. Obviously, you know, it's coming. It's going to be interesting to see when it comes, if it comes, or whatever. Because weren't they part of the whole Bethesda acquisition? Arcane?
Yeah, they were.
Because I don't remember if they were owned by Bethesda. I just know they were working with Bethesda for Deathloop.
Deathloop.
Deathloop was their newest game.
Another good one.
Yeah, which is finally coming to Xbox soon, isn't it? I don't remember. I thought it was.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, Deathloop's got some neat stuff in it too. If you like that sort of game like that or Dishonored.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be Dishonored-esque, but it has, I guess, the gunplay is a BioShock feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's another trippy one. If you like Prey, you'll probably end up liking that game.
Oh yeah, probably.
Oh, that one's a lot more focused FPS, while Prey was more like survival,
adventure-y survival. Yeah.
So Deathloop is like honest about it up front. Like, you know, you're literally stuck in a time loop until you make the perfect run, like the golden run or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Whatever
they call it. Just kind of like Outer Wilds, but like Outer Wilds, like you don't really know that going in. But yeah. So anything else? You good?
No. I'm gonna head back upstairs.
All right. Have fun.
I'll talk to you later.
Special guest is
fun.
leaving.
Oh yeah.
Signing off.
Well, there goes Joey. So yeah, he graduated today, so he's off to Coolidge, and then
The Coolidge.
Off to the Coolidge.
Calvin is calling his name.
Here he is.
Come to the college. Like,
so either of you guys want to go next or what?
Sure. This week.
he drove the Burb here.
I did. I drove the Burb here.
Yes!
So I've been driving that around this week. It's been doing good. It's held up against my torture tests.
Thumbnail. Burb thumbnail.
Burb
coming.
thumbnail. It's coming.
It's gonna be right here.
It'll just be there in a nice halo. Just ooh.
All right.
It just gave him more work. He's like, we're gonna edit a Burb in here now.
Bastard.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so I've been driving that around. It's been doing good. Hung with some family this week. They were up here from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, so we hung out with them.
That's cool.
What else did I do this week? Honestly, I think that's pretty much about it. We went to like some music, like we went to like Newberry Comics and Bull Moose and stuff. My cousin likes that kind of like stuff.
So you did the same thing I did last weekend with my family that visited.
Yeah.
Basically, it was your turn.
Basically, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So does that mean random family are just going to appear at my house?
They
now?
could.
Probably
Yeah.
not. It doesn't
It's
happen
very
ever.
well possible.
It's very well possible.
No, it's not.
It's
Nobody
very
comes-
rare for us too. Very.
Yeah, at
usually
most,
very
my
rare.
oldest brother comes by with my niece.
I
We just
mean,
have
do you
food.
know how crazy it was to be like, oh yeah, so I did 23andMe and we're actually related. Like, what? Because that's how we found out
Yeah.
about the sister-in-law. So
Holy crap.
yeah. Anyways, I won't get too far into that. But yeah, no. So that's cool.
That's about my week. My cat is doing good. My
Is she getting
Ukrainian
bigger?
kitty. Huh?
Is she getting bigger?
That is her size. She's tiny. That's just
Oh,
as big as
yeah.
she's gonna get.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh,
she's
so-
already a year, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about a year.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she's just a tiny cat.
I
She's
thought it
doing
was still a
good.
kitten, so I was expecting
Nope,
like a larger
she's
cat.
a little over a year, like a year, like 14 months. I
Got
think.
it.
Yeah, so the neighbors have a cat that's like that, where like it's full grown, but like he's got like short little stubby legs, like a kitten and everything, and he's kind of like,
He's like weird shaped.
yeah, yeah, he's cool.
Awkward animal.
My cat is like a danger to her own well-being. Like she will try to climb anything. She's like she'll go beyond her limits,
Yeah.
climbing things and jumping and stuff like that, and she'll miss. It'll be like, I guess this is how you learn.
Yeah, she doesn't have the spring like a
She
big
does
cat.
it once and doesn't do it again. So it's like, okay, I guess
Yeah.
that's how you learn.
You
I
the one
mean-
like clunk onto the floor.
You have to remember, it's called curiosity killed the cat for
Yeah,
a reason.
I was thinking
Yeah.
the same thing.
And she still is like we have to hold our food away from the table while eating because she's just brutal, like absolutely brutal.
She can
You'll
hop
pick
on
her
the
up,
table?
dude. Like you can't stop her. You pick her up, put her down, back up. You pick her up, you put her down, back up.
That's called you go in the other room now.
Yeah, that's basically what we have to
Yeah.
do. Half the time, that's basically how it goes.
Yeah, like you go in this room now, kerclunk.
But yeah, that's been that. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's cool. But yeah, hey, yeah, so Burb's running, so
The Burb.
eventually
Burb.
we'll make it to like Cars and Coffee or some shit
Yeah.
at some point with it.
I wonder. I gotta look up the schedule and see if that 603 Brewery's doing the cars and beer again.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's like right up
obviously.
the street too. So
Yeah, it's like
that's
literally
quick.
right
Yeah.
there, and they do it like at
I could walk
a
there.
good time. Yeah, we could walk there. It would suck, but we could do it.
Oh, it's way easier for me.
Yeah.
I'm like 2 miles away, if that.
You are?
Pretty close.
Yeah, I guess that's right. You are
Just
pretty
free-
close.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, it wouldn't be horrible. It wouldn't be a horrible walk.
yeah.
But then, like, I'd be done with like hanging out, and I'd go home, be like, oh, I gotta walk home. Like, it's
Yeah.
just enough to be a pain, you know.
Yeah, no, that'd be
Day.
cool. Obviously, start with something like that, so we're not going all the way out to Portsmouth. Like, I don't want to drag that thing out to Portsmouth.
Yeah, I
with it
wouldn't
still
trust
being
it that far
questionable. But you know, like 5-6 miles up the road
yet.
is
Yeah,
no big
yeah,
deal.
it's easy.
Yeah,
It made it through Manchester traffic, so
That's good.
cool.
that's a good.
That's another
that's a good torture
test,
test.
actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you got to sit there and let it idle and go a little bit at a time.
Yep.
Nice, sweet.
Like me going to Boston this week. Oh my god, that was brutal.
What
Yeah.
day did you go?
I had to pick up my dad after work Thursday.
Oh yeah.
My dirt.
Yeah, picked him up from the airport at 5:30.
My dirt.
Like pain, just pain.
That's a brutal time.
Yeah,
he woke up in the morning and it was just fatality.
Yeah. that was Monday morning. How I started my week, where I had to drop him off at the airport at 5:30 in the morning.
Nope.
Oh yeah, that's
If my
miserable.
parents are like, "Hey, you got to drop me off at the airport at 5:30 in the morning in Boston," I'd be like, "Well, you're gonna have to find a ride."
Yeah, like,
I know I'm not nice, but whatever.
it's a pain in the ass. 5:30 in the morning. I mean,
Yeah, and you got to drive like an hour into Boston.
you gotta
at
wake
least,
up, drive an hour, drive back, and then you're like,
and then go to work.
yeah,
Yeah, I pretty much went straight to work.
Yeah, I wouldn't have driven home either. I would have been like, "I'm going to work and I'm leaving as soon as possible. Goodbye."
Yeah, no, I pretty much had to stay a full day. But then because of that, you know, as you know, yesterday I got home at 1:00. So
Yeah,
I was
see,
like,
that's
yeah,
cool.
I'm free.
Yeah, that's one thing I like about my work. I could be like, "Yeah, I had to get up really early, doing this. I'm leaving in half a day." They'd be like, "All right, it's work done.
Yeah.
Yep, see ya.
Bye.
Goodbye."
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I know. Oftentimes I can go up to him and be like, "Hey, I want tomorrow off," and it's like 4:45 in the day, and he's like, "Yeah, okay."
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's always nice when you can when they're like flexible like that and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the only
Yeah.
one doing my job.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a small business, so it's just like, "Yeah, is tomorrow's stuff done? Yeah, all right. See ya.
I mean,
have a
that-
nice day."
That is nice when you can have it like that easy.
Yeah,
but
it's a nice benefit. Yeah, pretty soon, you know, I just want more money, like always.
Yeah.
Give me
yeah.
more money.
Well, it extra hurts with gas being like almost $6 a gallon now
Yep,
for premium.
it's like $100 a week for me.
Yeah,
It's not nice.
no, it's not nice at all.
I took the Suburban to the gas station and put $100 in it.
Fuck.
And you're like, oh, it's still not full.
It got full like about halfway.
Ugh.
$100 was half.
Yeah. About a little over, but yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, it was like, ow. I stopped it at 100. I'm just like, no more.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
can't do it. And you're like,
That's
that
enough.
should be filled, right? And you turn it on, and you're like, oh, it's half.
I think that was like 16 gallons, something like that. I was
Fuck.
like,
Oh, yeah, so it's
wow.
probably like a 32 or
It's
something.
like, yeah,
like
it's got a
that.
32 gallon. I think it's a 31 gallon tank. I think.
Yeah.
Huh,
Yeah.
nice.
Pain and suffering.
Just like,
Yeah.
But I got paid out for all my PTO this week, so that was.
that's
So I
good.
don't use all that often, so I had like the max you can possibly have, which was like 60 hours of PTO. So it was like,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. Getting that payout's real nice because you're just like, yeah.
Suburban is going to get a new gauge cluster at some point, so that's stupid expensive. Unfortunately, that's probably going to be one of the next things to go in it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my fog lights I ordered months ago. They were supposed to ship
Still?
within the next couple of days, and I looked online, and I didn't get an email update, but just looking at the website, go, oh, same model, and they're like delayed until August. I
God,
was like, no.
that's miserable.
Yeah, it is. I'll just like get them in the mail one day as out of like surprise. I'm like, oh, sweet.
Dude, that's like I ordered my wheels in March.
Actually,
Like
I probably
February,
ordered
March.
I probably ordered my fog lights like the same time.
Yeah. It was around the same time.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's just all right. Well, when it gets here.
I remember a couple of years ago, I ordered tires for my Cadillac, like custom tires, and a sway bar, a rear sway bar, and the sway bar took months, and the tires took months.
Yeah.
But the tires are like there's this company that makes. They're called Diamondback Classics, and they'll like replicate any white wall tire you want on whatever tire you want. So if you want a good performing tire that looks like an antique car tire, like a white wall, you try to buy white walls and you look at the tread on it and you're just like, well, this is going to be real safe.
That ain't exactly safe by
Yeah.
modern
Yeah,
standards.
it's like those old. It's like the wavy.
Yeah,
Like,
you know?
I got the BF Goodrich, the muscle car tires you see on any muscle car, and I got the white wall on that matches the caddy. So
That's cool.
It'll be sweet putting those on.
Yeah, no, that'll be rad.
That took probably maybe 2 months, maybe 2 or 3. That was a
Oh, you
couple
get all
years
that
ago.
stuff, yeah.
I think that was before COVID. No, it wasn't. Never mind. It was after COVID.
Probably like right when it started.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, for me, same with Alex. We're just waiting for stuff to come over from China,
Yeah, it's brutal.
Japan, whatever.
Actually, I think it's specifically the reason why I can't get mine is the lenses. The lenses themselves are what's hard to make right now for them. It's not even like electronic stuff. Because
It's just the
when I got
lens.
the email, it's like the company we use and wherever, it makes the lenses for us, but like we just can't get them because they're just so backed up. Or, I'm sure they have contracts with other companies where they're like, okay, we'll give you all of our, whatever we're producing, and these guys don't get anything.
Yeah, no, that's literally how it goes, and that's what sucks. At least tech's starting to come down and come back, which is cool.
Yeah.
It's not going to help with car prices, though, unfortunately, which kind of sucks because car prices are still ridiculous. But
I think they will be for a long time.
yeah,
And like housing.
New cars or just cars in general?
cars in general.
Yeah.
It's like I was looking at like Z's, HR 350Z's, like, they were like 7-8 grand for one for an HR 350, which is like the 6, 7, 8, but you don't want the 6, you want the 7 and 8. And then like even just the first year of the 370 was like 09. Well, 09s were down to like sub 10 grand. Nope. They're back up past 20 because, it's a 370Z. It's like, get the hell out
Yeah,
of here.
sports car. We know somebody's going to buy it.
It's a 370Z that's like 12 years old. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. But nope, somebody's going to buy it.
Yeah. Well, not only that, like, I mean,
That's the thing.
it wouldn't be so bad if they were clean, but like, dude, it's a 370Z that's 12 years old.
It's beat up. The bars are
Every
falling
single
off.
one of those
Got
has
beat.
been punched.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they're beat.
yeah, like that's the thing that sucks is like all these fun cars, like you can't buy them used because by the time you get to them used, it's like 4 owners,
Yeah.
so they're punched.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about during your week, Alex? Because like
I didn't
it
talk
is your
about my
week.
week.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is. It is your turn. Matt
Oh,
went.
yeah, I guess I didn't do anything. To be honest.
Anything.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
We went to the shared week here. Yesterday, we went down to the mall and got some cheesecake and expensive Lego sets. I got the Porsche, and he got the, what's it called?
The Lamborghini
The Borghini.
Yeah.
The Borg.
Borghini.
The
Borghini.
Bourgeoisie.
A big ass green Lego.
It's just one brick. You just paid a lot of money for
big
one
brick.
big green
Yeah.
brick.
Premium.
But yeah, I'll have to build that thing sometime.
I didn't even know
Maybe just
that,
stick it over there.
I didn't know that Lego even made like actual like cars until
Yeah.
now, and I'm
They
like,
have been for a while.
damn,
They
sweet.
they have for a long time.
They need to make a Suburban. It's perfect. It's
What was it?
square.
There's got to be like an SUV like that.
Or a Blazer, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
They got to make some kind of a square body. I mean, it's perfect.
hell, like the semi-large Technic cars where like you build the motor and everything to where it like shows the pistons working and
Yeah.
stuff. Like
Yes.
they've been doing those for so long, like a long time. Like,
I remember that. Yeah.
Eddie had one. Was it like
Yeah,
like a
yep.
GTR or was it like a muscle
No,
car
this-
or something?
This was
Ferrari, I
like
think.
before. No, this was like before they were actual like cars. It was like just like a Lego like car.
Was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
I
was
remember it was
old.
big.
It's huge.
Like,
yeah,
dude,
it's
that's
big.
like 15 years ago. I remember
Oh,
Eddie had one.
It's
Like,
probably.
Well, he talked about it a while ago. He's like, I just got to order some pieces.
I mean,
to
it's
put it
older
back
than
Yeah.
that. I mean, that thing's probably at least 20 years old.
oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
I just remember seeing it like 15 years
Yeah.
ago. So like they've been doing the bigger cars like that, but like it's, they only do like a big one like every other year or so, like a nice one.
Yeah.
Did you see that they have the Unimog now? And the
Yeah.
Unimog's remote controlled with locking differentials?
Yes.
They
thing's
crawl
rad.
around on Bowser while he's taking
So
a nap.
for the record, that Unimog, if you go online, is like $400. At the Lego store in Burlington, it was marked for $299.
Wow.
So it was $100
$100 off.
cheaper.
The Unimog. That's badass.
Yeah, we went down there last night, spent a bunch of money on Legos. Had a fun
As one
time.
does at the Lego store.
Yeah.
I know I was saying while we were walking through, I was like, you know what's better than one adult with a bag of Legos? 3 of them together. Everybody's walking with their bag of Legos.
The Virgin Squad.
Yeah, the red light was going to come down going, Virgin alert, Virgin alert.
Yeah,
Virgin.
I mean, let's be real here, though. Anyone's going to look at that and be like, those are the big ones? Those motherfuckers got money.
Yeah.
Yeah, they Virgin, but they got some money.
That's true.
Yeah, no, we'll be going back next month or so, and I will be getting the big Ferrari, like the 488 or whatever the hell it is.
Brr.
The nice one. It's
Yeah.
pretty
We'll have
sweet.
to just put you in the trunk and be like, build the whole thing before we get back. You have 1 hour.
Yeah, no. There'll be pieces everywhere. You'll open it up and I'll like, the wheels there, and it's like,
There'd be like pieces in your mouth. There's like one hanging out of your ear. You're like,
yeah, just pieces.
pieces.
But yeah, so Lego store. Anything else? No, you didn't play no games this week or anything else?
I've been playing the Division 2 some more.
Yeah.
It's just my game that I'm going to probably binge for like a month and then get everything I possibly can out of it for my $4.50.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? That's what matters.
Hey, I got like 3 or 4 days logged in the game already, so it's. But at least Sean picked it up with me. He's been playing.
I mean, for $4, you can't go wrong.
No, I can't. He was complaining about something the other day, but he's not as like good at those games all the time. So he's just like, I keep fucking dying. All this stuff sucks.
Yeah.
I'm like, just keep playing. Just keep playing. But it's cool. I just like got to a point where the game is like completely flipped on me, and I'm like, oh, well, what's happened? And I skipped the cutscene, and then I was like, by the way, the whole place is invaded by another faction. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, all I was watching was fireworks and a barbecue.
How do you like the social commentary in those games? Like that typical Ubisoft social commentary.
I like the enemy chatter.
No, that's not what I mean. What I mean
Are you
is
talking about like your wristwatch, buddy?
no.
I
Okay,
don't know what you're
in the
talking about
Division,
then.
like in the first one, and then they just did it even worse with the second one, is like, you're sitting there and it's like, all right, we have to go down here at the police station. There's been a supply drop. We have to go get the supplies. And like,
Oh, yeah, it's
we have to
terrible.
stop the looters and everything like that. And then you go there and like, you're like these like top secret government agents, and you're just gunning down normal citizens that are just trying to survive in the middle of this pandemic because like the government won't help them.
Yeah, it's
That's like before you even get into the gang shit.
yeah.
And it's like, well, no wonder why there's gangs out here, is because the people are trying to survive, and you've made it a hostile environment for anyone who's not
Yeah.
part of your government faction, and you're not letting anyone in the government faction.
Yeah, like now there's like 3 major factions, apparently 4, now that I've just found out like an hour and a half ago when I was
Yeah.
playing. But you've got like the True Sons, they're like your PMCs. They're the military kind of guys. And I think those guys are kind of have the upper hand in most of the game.
Yeah.
And then you got basically your raiders. They're just a bunch of like druggies. You get their gas masks, they're spray painting everything. And then like the outcasts, and they're into like finding like that what is it, like the green whatever, that crap they dropped everywhere to make
Yeah.
the pandemic happen. They're kind of into like capturing that stuff. So they're always using, more chemical type crap.
Yeah.
But now there's just some other weird faction that just steamrolled the whole area. And I'm like, I guess I got to kill these guys now.
All right.
But I know
cool.
it's like not the end game, but the end game, because now I don't have levels on my guns. I have gear ratings.
Yeah.
So I'm like, now I'm where I want to be. I want to collect more stuff.
Yeah.
So there it is. So I
Yeah.
guess that's what I've been playing.
Time to just sit there and grind.
Woo!
Oh yeah, I don't mind.
Grind some
I'm
more.
kind of just like collecting stuff as I do missions, and it's to the point where it's not a hard game to like collect everything, I think. So
Yeah.
because it marks every collectible you've seen, it marks it on your map for you. So, but one thing they need to get rid of or change is make a little button for it, is to turn off Garrus, because he's the voice actor for your like watch. He's like
Yeah.
your Cortana, but he doesn't shut up like ever. He's like, supply drop there, friendlies right there. There's an enemy right there. There's a collectible right there, and you're like, can you stop? Just
No.
Like I want to just take the little smartwatch off in the game and just drop it in the sewer.
Holy moly.
Bowser. Bowser. Enough.
Bork, bork. Go see your
Oh
buddy.
my god, of course he's doing this.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
good now. He's got the wiggle butts.
Jeremy walked in, so.
Yeah.
Our next new guest.
We have
Jeremy,
another
yeah, we
new
got the hot
guest.
seat. May as well sit down now while you got the chance.
The red seat. It's red because it's warm and hot, not because
It's warm and
colored.
hot.
It's hot.
It's red hot.
It's red hot.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was pretty cockroach right
Yeah,
there.
dude, it was wicked.
That was my first
Red
try.
hot.
Yeah. But yeah, so just more division then.
Yeah, I'll probably just be sucked into that like Elden Ring. Basically, what I do is I play a game until it's like done or I can't play it anymore, and I find a new one, and that's the one I've found.
Yeah.
But pretty soon we'll find something else and do some more activities.
Yeah.
What
So
did you do, big pink man?
oh hell yeah. I got my Bowser shirt on.
Pink.
Yeah. So
Actually, I feel like
finish-
that's your podcast shirt. Sorry to interrupt, but I feel like
yeah, it has been.
That's like
it
the-
has been. I'm not gonna lie.
it's like this is Lee. He has his pink shirt and a different pair of shorts each time.
Yeah, but dude, you know what? How often do you see me not in a tank top and gym shorts? Like,
I don't
live
know.
in this.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the last time I remember that is when you first came back and were like, "Oh, come to the garage," and you had like a flannel on and jeans.
Well, yeah, but that was also the time of year it was.
But then after that, it was just shorts.
Yeah, back to it.
Back to it.
Yeah. No, Elden Ring done. Platinum done.
Nice.
Same.
Everything's done with that till the DLC comes out. I don't have to touch it anymore. Didn't really get a chance to dive into games too much. Outside of the sim rig, I got some more time on the sim rig.
Same.
Woo.
Yeah. Down on some new cars and shit like that. So obviously been tweaking the settings. Like I've got more settings to tweak as you guys experienced last night. Like I got more to do with that.
Yeah, I started thinking about it like when I was driving that little
The KTM.
the KTM thing. When I was driving that, there were some times where it's just like, oh wow, this thing just like spins right out. Like when you mess up a turn or something. And then when you sat down and started explaining it, I'm like, yep, that makes sense.
Yeah, I know. It's like a settings off. Like it's something's mismatched.
Like the steering input is not what it needs to be when you're sliding.
Yeah, because like there was a couple times where like I was coming out of a corner and obviously I started to power over a little bit, but it wasn't uncontrollable. Like it was like, all right, I'm gonna back off the gas a little bit and then just kind of counter steer and like control it. Like it wasn't an aggressive. It was just like a standard power slide, but like no, once the gas end stepped out, it was like, nope, we're going into the
that's
wall,
it.
and that's it. Like there was nothing you could do about it. So it was like something's not.
There was that
Something's
one
not
point
right.
when I like way overcompensated for steering it. Like instead of you're starting to slide, maybe you turn it about this much. I turned it like
Yeah.
this much. I got control, but then I just like did the death
Yeah.
wobble basically into the wall, and I just couldn't get it.
Yeah, nothing you could do.
Like even just letting the steering wheel go, I just wouldn't correct. Wouldn't come out of it. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's not impossible, especially not like with driving like modern cars and everything. But normally, like if you're playing with it, and I've drifted cars in real life, like there's a point where it's like, all right, I know I'm on it here, but this is a power slide. This
Yeah.
is not out of control enough. It's not like I'm doing 70 through like a tight corner. No. Like there was a couple times where I was taking corners kind of slow, and like I was doing like
and
40
it starts
or
to
so.
slide out just enough, but it's one of those ones where you're like, I could just let it slide a little bit, and
Yeah, just
like it'll come
counter-steering,
out
you're
when
gonna-
it
You know,
but
it's like
it just doesn't do it.
It's like you could be doing 70 in this corner if you were good and knew what you're doing. It's like, no, I'm just kind of cruising at like 40. My ass end steps out a little bit, and it's just like, no, we're going into the wall. But yeah, so obviously I've got to do that, mess around with that some more. But I've got some stuff for the sim rig I'm gonna do. Like I've got a track that's gonna go on the wall and like some other stuff to like hold the steering wheel and everything. Just kind of clean that up. So I've got to do that. I ordered a Hot Wheels rack.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
Is that going to go on the wall in that empty spot where the
Yep.
computer is?
yeah,
Yeah.
behind the
okay.
computer. I'll probably move the computer some way or whatever.
I mean,
don't
either
know.
that or maybe move the like the t-shirt boxes.
Where'd you get the Hot Wheels rack from?
Etsy.
Oh, sweet.
Ordered it on Etsy.
You
So
keep them in the box.
much
or
was
you gotta
it?
take them out of the boxes, out of the little cards.
it was like $25 for shipping. So
Oh.
it was about $75 all in.
That's not too bad.
But
That's
it's
not bad. But
it's
he said
like,
it was like hundreds or whatever.
Holds 64 cars.
64. Okay.
It's the one where it's like kind of like a couple slots in a rack, and the cars slide into like a track that's just kind of like a channel cut on each side.
Okay.
And there's like 4 channels or something like that to hold like 64 cars. Like I was sitting there, it was like I was like, oh, they have a smaller one than they have this one, and it's like I don't know how many cars there are, and I'm constantly looking for new ones. So
Do you keep them in
I'll
the
just get the
cards,
large
or you
one.
gotta like take them out?
you keep them in the cards.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I was gonna
that's
say if
awesome.
they're just sliding on top of each other, I don't want to like put them. We'll just call it raw on
Yeah,
top
yeah.
of each other. I don't want to keep them wrapped.
Yeah,
Take
no,
them
that's.
out of their condoms
I was
and raw
thinking
dog
about
'em.
that. Like I should get one of those. That's exactly what I was
Yeah.
thinking about.
The only thing that kind of killed me about it is I got to paint it. Like, it didn't have a color with it, and like I want it to be black to kind of match everything else.
No,
I have
that
around
won't
here.
be hard. Scuff it. And
Yeah.
just rattle can.
Well, it's like a wood. It's a wooden piece, like custom made
Yeah.
wooden piece, so it won't even take that much. So I got to do that once that comes in, and like I said, it holds 64 cars. I've got 32 right now. How convenient, right?
Yeah, halfway there.
One thing I will say is it only holds the standard like 4 1/4 inch wide packages. It doesn't have the wider
Yeah.
packages, which I have a couple of those over there.
Yeah,
It just won't hold those. So
it just it holds the
I wouldn't be
standard,
surprised
regular
if that
standard
same
ones.
person that makes those makes a wide one.
they didn't though.
No,
because I went
maybe
all. I
somebody
was
else
like,
does.
I was going through their Etsy store and I was like, nope. So
They might not be popular enough. Like, everybody who collects is probably mainly getting the standard size ones.
yeah. Well, yeah, that's the majority of it, and like the wider package ones are normally like pretty hard to find because people go and buy those up immediately.
Yeah, when I see those, I'm
Immediately.
just like, yep, buy them, buy it. Just get it now. It's here.
By now.
Yeah, because all of those, it doesn't matter what one it is. It's like a $5 car if it's in the wider package and everything, and like
Yep.
you can turn around and sell them for over $10 almost every single time without fail. So
Yeah, that happens. It always happens. Like you see it. I never see those cars again on like the internet for any cheaper than like
$10.
$8, $9, $10 something.
See, here's
Yeah.
here's the problem with collecting things. You're like, oh, I bought it for this, or I got it for free, or I traded something for it. Just like magic cards. You always think you're gonna make money someday, and then you just
You
never
never do.
You never trade them, you never sell them, you never do anything with them. You just sit on them until you die.
Yep.
Well, yeah, that's if you don't, but
But yeah,
I always say I have all this like stuff, all this money worth in this stuff. It's like I'm never gonna sell it.
no,
Just
because the
gonna-
thing is you get an attachment to it, and it's like that's the point of collecting it.
It's like if I wanted
Yeah.
the money, I wouldn't have bought the thing. I would have just kept the money, but I wanted the thing. So I don't know.
well, it's kind of like at the same time we talked about that Funko rack. It
Yeah.
only holds 9 Funkos, and it was like $75.
Yeah, if I got a Funko that's worth like $200, I'll
Yeah.
buy the rack.
Like at the same time, like I saw it and I was like, oh, that's cool. I could use that. And like, obviously, like I have a bunch of Funkos, as you can see, but like I don't have that many. But it's still to the point to where like I've got a bunch that aren't on like shelves running out of space. I've got a couple just sitting
Yeah.
on the TV stand and everything. So like, it'd be nice to give me some more space on the shelves for other stuff other than Funkos, having something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out at some point what I'm gonna do related to that also.
I did have something real quick before I forget about it. We were
Yeah.
talking about sliding into the wall on the sim rig.
Yeah.
And I've decided I'm just going to call that Pink Floyd mode.
Floyd
Man,
mode.
the wall.
The wow.
Yeah. Other than that, though, like I've built all but one of the small Lego cars that we just got this week.
I noticed there was another box in the trash over there. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, where is it at? And I went and found them.
Yeah.
I like those little ones. Those are cool. With the, you put a little dude in it.
Yeah, the only one I haven't built yet is the Lamborghini Countach. And obviously
Which
I
is
have
over
the big
yonder.
Lamborghini to do. But yeah, I've got that. I've got to do a bunch of stuff to the sim rig. I've got some of the carbon fiber cut up that I'm going to do, and I got to design some stickers for it and everything. Like I have some done. So, but I'm just going to put the carbon fiber on the sides of it with double-sided tape or so,
Yeah, that'll be good.
rather than do all the screws. Because I was looking at it, I was like, I really don't have enough hardware to do that many panels, and then it's going to be kind of busy with that many screws.
No, and I mean, like,
It'd be a
the
lot.
double-sided tape's going to be sticky enough that's never going to come off.
Yeah.
And it's going to look clean.
I mean, the only thing that's going to suck, though, is, like, there's a couple runs, like, if you look at some of, like, the longer runs, is they're longer than 17 inches. Well, one of these panels, like, these carbon fiber sheets that I have, like, if you cut them down, like, you normally have to cut down, like, a little bit of the edges just because, like, where the screws holes are.
Yeah.
Because this is a refurbished sheet of carbon fiber. So, like, they end up being, like, 16 and a half. So the hard part's going to be, like, getting it to line up to where, like, where the pattern's close. Like, it won't be hard to get it close,
Oh,
But like
right.
to
'cause you
line it
wanna
up,
line
like
yeah.
so, like anyone who's just gonna go up and look at it, like they're gonna see it immediately because
You
the
know
weave
what?
will be like I'm not saying it's not gonna be perfect, but like there'll just be the line, and it will be like it'll just be like 1 degree off on like the weave
Yeah, but
pattern.
you know what? It's one of those things where you're gonna see it all the time. Nobody else is.
Yeah, like no
Unless
one's
you're,
gonna
like,
notice
really
it.
going up.
And if anyone really wants to call it out on me, that'll be one of those. Is like, hey, so these are repurposed. Do you know how much one of these sheets costs?
A lot.
And it's like one of these sheets in its original form and what it's usually like used for is like vendor costs, like our costs from where I get that is like $500.
Holy mother of God.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Don't even come crying. Like you want to go make custom carbon fiber for this? Like, knock your socks off.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Well,
but
you
like
could
for
always
me,
do
no.
it's not going to look as nice. I don't know how to do it. I don't know a lot about carbon fiber. But you could
Yeah.
always make your own molds and do it yourself. Like buy the,
Oh yeah, do you know how long that
I'm going to
takes
say
though?
fabric and the resin
Yeah.
and just throw it together.
It's
Well,
it's a-
apparently I had a buddy who did it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, like a couple hours we could make this, we could make that, we could make that," because he used to do like basically make a mold of whatever object.
yeah.
Like what I wanted to do with them is because I couldn't find a carbon fiber heat shield for my exhaust on my bike.
Yeah.
So I have the carbon fiber cans, but I wanted the carbon fiber
Heat shield
like heat
also.
shield because
Yeah.
that would look really nice. But the company that makes the exhaust, you think they would make that component?
Nope.
But they don't. So I was like, well, if they don't make it, like I want to find this weave to put here. But like another company makes it, but it almost looks like it's that carbon fiber that's glossy. And I'm like, I don't want that. I want the flat, like,
You want the matte texture.
yeah.
And like that's all part of it too. Like that's why like I like carbon fiber, but that's part of the reason why it's so expensive. Is because you have to make the mold, you have to do this, you have to do that. And like granted, when you have everything and you know how to do it, it's not that hard of a process. It's kind of like doing like a body kit, like fiberglass on a body.
Yeah.
When you have everything and you know what you're doing, it's no problem. If you don't know what you're doing or if you don't have any of the tools, like it's a significant investment up front just to get it going. So yeah, like that'll just be one of those where like it'll look good, but it'll be one of those things where it'll forever bother me, and it's just because I know it's there.
Yeah.
You know,
It's either that or you could do something where maybe like match the red seat and find a piece where you're going to use that as a seam kind of thing. So anywhere you
Yeah.
have like that middle section is probably the only part you're going to have like on the bottom rail. You're
Yeah.
That's going to be the only spot where it's over that, right? I mean,
Yeah. Well, there's that.
Maybe
There's
the
a
ends.
couple other, but yeah, pretty much.
But I mean, you could just find some sort of little edge something to hide it.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. But no, like it's kind of one of those things where it's like the fine details. It's like I know we were talking about it yesterday morning. I was watching like some Haggerty videos while I was working on a couple of machines at work. And like there was that one of that guy detailing that McLaren F1. Like he's doing like this crazy fine detail stuff. And he's got like the dry ice blaster and everything. And you know, we're talking about it. It's like you're like, yeah, like you know what? Coat of wax, we're fucking good on the car.
Yeah, like to me that was just like
Yeah.
What the hell do you do with that? Like,
yeah, when you said like dry ice something,
yeah, what the
I
hell?
was like, that's some fart huff, like extreme. Like I don't even know what that does.
what do they even
but-
do with it?
Oh yeah. So
Yeah,
like,
what do you do?
I'll explain that in a second. But like, just as an example, you're like, yeah, coat of wax, we're good. No, you've got me over here, and like, I did the fucking ceramic coating on the car, and it's like, it's not enough. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do all this stuff. But that's just
I'm
me.
the same way.
That's me. I get lost in the details for stuff like that.
I'm like that on the caddies. The Suburban, I'm like, whatever. That's a beater.
Yeah,
That's the beater.
The
vehicle.
Cadillacs, I'm like, oh, no. This one little piece of chrome has a fingerprint on it. Get it off. Get it off.
Yeah, but so dry ice blasting, right? Obviously, you're using dry ice, but you're using dry ice pellets.
Yep.
And then you like basically hook it up to a massive compressor and everything because you need a lot of air to do it. And when you do it, it's like sandblasting, but with dry ice. So it doesn't actually like damage it, but it just takes like years of grime and everything off like immediately.
That's actually
Like,
pretty sweet.
It's one of those ones where you watch it, and like if you're like a detail guy, like it's like someone makes one pass and you're like,
I
that
need
was that
one.
dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually pretty sweet.
But then like this guy's doing it just on the wheel well of this McLaren F1, and there's a couple carbon fiber covers and stuff like that in the wheel well, and like they were grimy, but they didn't look that bad. And he just does it, and as he's going over the carbon fiber, he's got like a bamboo pick like you use for like skewers for like making
scooping crap out.
No. Yeah, to scoop out stuff out of the cracks, but he's just using it like making kebabs. He's just using one of those to pick it out. And like the whole time, if you're a detail guy, you're watching him with the dry ice blaster and that little like toothpick picking out. You're just like, yeah, no, like that stuff is like, oh my God, I wish I had one of those in a lift to do that to my car, because fuck, 1 year of like the salt and shit on the roads here, and I'm like, it's unclean. But it's unclean. Yeah.
That's dirty.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, like that's about it. I wanted to talk about like the Summer Games Fest stuff too, if you guys want to talk about that.
I meant to watch that stuff and I didn't. I'm bad.
You didn't look at any
I queued everything up. I got it on my phone. I was like, I'm going to look at this.
You even queued it.
You didn't even look at the website? Fuck, you could have just read the website.
I said I put it on there and I was like, I got to read this. And then I didn't. So unfortunately, that's just my problem.
Yeah, it's all good.
The little run Matt just made to get that Pepsi was pretty good.
Pepsi.
Elegant. Very, very elegant.
Like, I feel like the noise he should have made was like as he ran over to get his Pepsi.
Well, he got a real nice crack on that can, though.
Yeah, there was a nice little... It wasn't quite like that, though. We didn't get a sniff. Where did he go?
We didn't get a sniff. We didn't get one last week either. We got to get one for number
That's
10.
okay.
Two
Let him go.
sniffs.
But we'll get a sniff again one of these days.
Maybe he'll give us like 10 sniffs in one.
It was like a minute-long sniffer.
But yeah, no, so pretty much, obviously, Summer Games Fest is coming. Well, it's on, I should say. And they just showed off a bunch of stuff. Devolver had an absolutely excellent little press conference. You know, in true Devolver fashion, like they always do like these crazy over-the-top things that are like, it's satire of all these E3 announcements and everything. Well, this one was Devolver's countdown, or Devolver's marketing countdown, Devolver's countdown to marketing countdown. And the whole time, like, it starts and they're running with this joke. They're like, what do we do? How do we get more? All right, well, we're just going to do a countdown because countdowns always make everything better. It doesn't matter who it is. Doesn't matter what it is. We're just going to do a countdown. So they put a timer on the screen and they're talking about it the whole time. And they're doing all this crazy stuff like, oh, no, like they're making jokes and it's like, well, what about Metal Gear Animal Crossing? And like they're making up shit like that because like the world's turning into like a singularity. It's like a video game singularity. Anything and everything related to video games becomes one. So it was like Tom Clancy's Splinter Crossing or some shit like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, was what I was like, all right, I'd play that.
I'm looking at the list of games right now. You know what I got in today too? A Game Informer. You know what I should have flipped through real quick?
The Game Informer. Yeah. But yeah, no, Devolver had a real cool one that I know will have Matt's attention. It was like skate stories, but apparently you're like a demon in hell made out of glass.
Oh, dude.
Right? But you're like skateboarding. And it's like this like
Sounds
really
awesome.
like it looks like Skate 3 or so. And like you're skating, but obviously like you have to like kind of make it through a level doing tricks and like keep it real smooth. Because if you make like one little mistake and you fall, like it just shows your guy just like falling and shattering into millions of pieces because he's made out of glass. And like that game looks rad, fucking rad.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
And then they had their little one, like the Plucky Squire or something like that. Which is like, that one looks really cool because that one started off where you're like, it was like a Zelda-like where you're like running around the storybook and you get to the edge and like the next page flips on the storybook. But then eventually like he gets to the end and he can jump off the storybook and then it turns into kind of like Link's Awakening, the remake they did of Zelda 2.
Well, that's kind of cool.
So it's like that where all of a sudden they're all little toys. And he's running around the desk in the room and everything.
Yeah,
but
that
then,
one
like,
seems cool.
They showed all these really cool things off and everything. And like at one point it showed while you're in the book, there's like a boss fight where you're fighting a bear, but you're like fighting a bear with your bare hands. But like the whole sequence is like played like classic Punch Out on the NES. It's like all the same animations to dodge.
They just
and
go
like,
like,
yeah, like you're stepping back to dodge and everything. Like it was really cool looking. And obviously like they showed off Card Shark, which just came out, and they put a date out for Cult of the Lamb, which is awesome. I can't wait for that one. But that was in Devolver, and then Jeff Keighley came on for like the big stuff for like summer games. They showed off more Callisto. Callisto's looking awesome. So that's the new Dead Space creator.
yeah, I just saw like a tiny bit of that.
Yeah. Obviously they showed off. I don't know. Some people were like talking mad shit. They're like, "Oh, this sucks. All you're doing is shooting regular zombies." Blah 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 blah. It's like, dude, what did you expect? Like, they're not gonna blow their wad on showing what's in this game. All you need to know is that the gameplay of Dead Space is back, where you're dismembering people. Because if you don't like shoot the legs off, they're gonna be running at you.
Yeah.
And when you shoot the legs off, they're crawling at you real fast. So you better be fucking shooting
the
the arms
legs and
too.
the arms and make them forever potatoes. Be like, oh, you want to bite me? Yeah, too bad.
Yeah.
They're gonna like start rolling.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like that's and they put a date out for December for that, like December 2nd, which is cool.
Christmas games.
Yeah. Ninja Turtles, the side-scrolling beat 'em up.
That looked cool. I finally saw some images of that, and that actually looked neat.
Yeah.
I like that it's like 6-player co-op.
Yeah, the final character is Casey.
Yeah, I saw that. You can play like Master Splinter too.
They announced that they announced that yesterday, or no, 2 days ago for it. And they said 16th, so next Thursday. So that's rad. I can't wait to get my hands on that game.
That's neat.
Yeah, when you told me that made me like super hyped for the game.
Dude, that game is awesome. I played it a little bit the day I went to PAX by myself. That game is awesome. I can't wait for that game. So like I know that's a good game. That's gonna be a fun game.
It'll be good.
That'll be sit down on the couch and play that. Which, speaking of, Pocky and Rocky should be coming out too on PS4. We got to get that one going. I love Pocky and Rocky.
We should get some Pocky to eat while we play it.
Yeah. So that one's coming, and then there was some other stuff in there. A couple more like space survival horrors that look neat. Like we'll see what happens with those. Just trying to think of what else there was because I haven't looked at it in a little while. Obviously they did a whole thing on like Left 4 Dead, or not Left 4 Dead, The Last of Us.
They have like multiplayer now coming and a remaster, and
yeah, whoopee fucking do.
Yeah, I never played any of them, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
Is Last of Us just going to be like Skyrim? Just gets another version every time something happens?
Yeah, pretty much every console
like
generation.
the eventual PS6. Here's Last of Us remastered.
Look, all you have to know is that it was a big thing with Neil Druckmann.
he's got so much stuff.
Come on in. It's unlocked. Come on
door.
in. Get in.
Oh, now he sees.
Fuck. Yeah. Hi, Mike.
Mike.
Mike just walked in the background.
Right.
We have another guest, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
The black helicopters are in the building.
The black helicopters have just entered the building.
But yeah.
It's entered the building.
So it's Neil Druckmann. You have to remember, he's like kind of the one who sank what little faith people had in Last of Us in the first place. Especially with 2, with like all the fucking like goo goo gaga like over Abby, which was like the worst part ever of that game. And just like the way it was written, and like it's known that like he was the one who ran the original writer off of the franchise and like all this other shit. And then as soon as he ran the original writer off, started writing it, like it kind of tanked. And the thing with the multiplayer is the multiplayer was supposed to be there on release. Well, they never got it done. So now they're like a couple years later, they're like, oh, well, we're just gonna make it its own game.
Yeah.
So, and then obviously the HBO show, and like, I don't know, it's fucking Last of Us. That's one of those games where most people who like it are like fart huffers.
Fart
Not gonna lie.
Sniff, sniff.
Fart huffers.
Yum.
I mean, I played Last of Us once, and it's a good game, but like I never went back to it after. I enjoyed it for what it was, and then that was it.
Well, it's like one of those where it's like, all right, everyone's a scumbag.
Yeah,
Obviously, it's 20 years in the future of like zombies. Everyone's a fucking scumbag. That's just the way it goes. And like obviously Ellie, spoilers, she's immune to it.
I mean,
Wow.
Spoilers for a game that's been out for what?
15 years?
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, spoilers. She's immune to it. So, like, it's like, oh, well, we got to get to this faction out here on the West Coast. And you go over there, and they're just as big as shitbags as the people on the East Coast where you started. And it's just like, and everyone at the time was like, oh, my God, this story is so good. You don't have to write a happy story. It doesn't have to have a happy ending. It's like, no, everyone's a shitbag. And the only characters that are written good are Joel and Ellie. And, like, the one dude you encounter in, like, Pennsylvania, like the guy who's living by himself, the gay dude. Like after that, everyone else just sucks. Everything about those games sucks. And then like in 2, like you're sitting there and it's like Ellie's in like the back room hiding behind the door, seeing what's going on. And people don't know she's there. And there's like 10, not even 10 people in the room when they kill Joel in the start of 2. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Ellie's got like 3 loaded guns on her, and she's been doing this shit for like 30 years now at this point.
Yeah.
Not only has she been doing this shit, she's been doing this shit with Joel. She could have gone in there after she saw what was happening, and she's like so much better than every other survivor. She would have went in there, and it would have been like a scene out of John Wick.
Yeah,
Get
like
the
bang,
fuck
bang,
out
bang,
of
bang,
here.
bang, bang, done.
And like killed everyone in there for what they were doing to Joel, but instead she's gonna hide behind the door and cry as they do. Like, get the fuck out of here. That was so out of character, and that's just Neil Druckmann and his fucking bullshit. Oh, like fucking masturbation over Abby and 2. Dude, that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I'm sorry, I hate Last of Us. I think Last of Us is garbage.
I think that's been made clear.
Yeah. No, dude, more than
Drop the
90%
gavel.
of those reviews are fucking paid for. They were fucking paid for when the first game came out because it was like, oh, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Like, there's no fucking way a game comes out and more than 2 weeks before the game comes out, it has over 200 10 out of 10 ratings. There's no fucking way.
Yeah, whatever.
But anyways, yeah, so they had that fucking what there was something other, there was some really cool stuff in there. Was it that Lunar Night? Neon Night. Neon White.
Actually, yeah, I was just
Or
gonna say
White
something.
Neon. Whatever it is.
It's
Something like
I
that.
think it's White Neon.
White Neon. Yeah. That's that like FPS where you have
It's
to like
a card game though. I just read it like for
so
2 seconds.
what it is it's like it puts you in a level and you have to make it through the level. It's like time trials, so like these shooter levels.
Yeah.
But everything you can do is based off the cards you get from killing enemies and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Or you start with a certain card, so you can get like a dash, or you can get like a gun or whatever. That one, like I was mediocre on that one. Like it looked kind of mid because like when it was first being showed off, it was like only on Switch, and I was like, man, that is way too fast a gameplay to be playing on a Switch. No, it was looking like at times in some of the clips and stuff for it, like it looks like eye melter fast, like style FPS, like boomer shooter fast eye melter. And I was like, dude, you can't do that on the Switch. There's no way you're doing that on a Switch. The Switch cannot graphically handle that.
Oh, well, I'm sure it'll play fine. It's one of those smaller games that seems like it belongs on the Switch, though. You know,
Coming out on Steam. That's all you need.
oh yeah,
Get it on Steam.
yeah.
So yeah, that game looks rad. Trying to think of what else there was. Like, there's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of cool stuff.
Too many.
It's
always too many.
Oh, Stray. Or no, that was last week on Sony's thing, the cat one. He plays the cat trying to solve the mystery. Get back to your family. Yeah. What the fuck else was there? Fuck, I can't remember for the life of me.
Street Fighter wasn't part of that, was it? Was that last week or?
No, they showed off Guile.
Oh, they should have got.
Yeah.
Yes, Guile was revealed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Guile's cool.
How could you not have him in a Street Fighter game, though? Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Not that I'm a
He's
big
one of the
Street Fighter
characters.
person, but I feel like he's just got to be there.
Which people are saying, people who have seen it, is apparently like it's feeling more like Third Strike. Fucking right, boys. Here we go. We're going back to Third Strike. We're going back to the freaks.
I'm gonna come over here, and all I'm gonna hear is that like with your fight stick.
Yeah.
He's like, "You want to play?" I'm like, "Okay." I'm just gonna die.
Yeah.
Like KO.
KO.
Escape sucks.
I fucking love Street Fighter. I love fighting games, even though I suck at them. There was that Alien game, but like, it was like Alien Dark Descent. It looked kind of like a GTFO or something like that. But like, I don't know. I don't trust it because like almost every Alien game kind of falls flat. As like the past few, outside of like Alien Isolation, like the last few have just kind of fallen
I
flat.
was say Isolation was probably my most favorite Alien game. When I tried Colonial Marines, I hated that.
Oh,
with a
Colonial
passion.
Marines is bad.
Yeah, that was so clunky and terrible.
Yeah. And then like they had the Fire Team one, which was like a team-based shooter that came out not too long ago, but like that game is so devoid of content and everything. Like it's just kind of like
shit with that one.
like looks cool, but just like yeah.
You know what I wanted to play, and hopefully it's cheap someday, is that they had a Warhammer game come out where you're basically playing like a kill team of random dudes. You've seen it. Like you can play like an Ogryn with like just a huge shotgun. You can play like a Psyker dude.
Dark Side.
Yeah, that's what it is. Right?
Did you play Vermintide?
No.
Did you play Vermintide?
I wanted to.
How the fuck have you guys not played Vermintide?
It's probably because most of the time I'm like, hey, I'm going to play this, and nobody plays it.
Hey.
How the fuck have you guys not played
Hey,
Vermintide?
listen. I've been on the bandwagon for Space Marines 2, and it's finally happening.
Oh, well, we all have.
Vermintide was Warhammer Fantasy fucking Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, it's like
Darktide
FPS with melee
Dark-
weapons and stuff.
Yeah, no, Darktide
I know.
is the third game in that franchise. Just they're in 40K now.
Yeah.
And they're fighting like chaos and shit like that. I can't believe you guys haven't played fucking Vermintide. Vermintide is excellent.
Oh, no, I want to play it. But
'Cause
I
you're just
usually
running
don't
around-
have folks to play with, so I don't do it.
Yeah, but like that game has like you and Sean and Jeremy and Craig written all over it, or like Chris, or like
Oh, Craig definitely doesn't play games. Not really.
yeah, whatever.
I think the most Craig plays is Minecraft, and that's it.
Wow.
He's never on that either.
Yeah.
Well,
If
Oh, well.
if he's on the PS4, it's apparently his girlfriend.
Yeah, playing games or watching
Yeah.
something.
all right. Well, whatever. I'm just saying like that's one of those ones where it's like, damn guys, how have you guys not played that game? But all right, whatever. And then I think I don't know, the Genshin devs showed off 2 more games. So Genshin Impact, the waifu
Yeah.
game,
Yeah.
the waifu gacha game.
I'm not gonna lie. A
Waifu
while back,
Simulator.
I was looking for something to play like that, which it turned out to be Final Fantasy 14 or whatever I picked. But like open world adventure, whatever. And I saw that, I'm like, this game looks really good. But then I looked at it more and more and more, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to pay like $7 million to even play it. Nope.
No,
Write it off.
Genshin's actually pretty fair with the gacha mechanics. It's got a pity system and everything like that, and you actually get a lot of the credit and everything
Yeah.
if you work for it.
We got to think eventually it's going to be
Um,
one of those like grind too much, or you have to have this character to even do this thing, and that is it.
Oh no, like there's so many different progression systems, kind of like Warframe, where there's over a year's worth of content. To where like you're not
Yeah.
going to be grinding, you're just going to be going through a year's worth of content of gameplay because that's how often they update those games. But now they have 2 more coming out. They showed Star Rail, which is like a sci-fi, and then they have like a modern day one called Zenless Zone Zero.
Oh, that's a lot of Z's.
Yeah, it's that whole art style
No,
and what
I know.
Genshin does. No, I mean Genshin's kind of like it's like a knockoff Breath of the Wild. It's fun if you like
That's
that
what it
sort of
looks like,
game.
that kind of art.
Not a game I play. I've got a bunch of friends who play it on PC and like they love it. So, but yeah. And then obviously there was the whole there's a new Warframe expansion coming too if you guys play Warframe, but I don't know. if
I've
you
like
guys-
never even watched a video of that game.
Really?
I tried
Surprisingly.
Warframe for a little bit, and I found it decent. I was like, oh, it's not bad. I just never went back to it because my PS4 just stopped working.
So that's the thing too, is like Warframe, like when Warframe started, it was just like multiplayer. It was kind of like that of Overwatch. But Warframe now is like got like over a year's worth of like just single player PvE co-op and stuff like that and like content. So it's just been growing and growing and growing, and now there's like so many different fucking what are they called? Frames. All
Yeah, that
these
was
different
something too.
ones,
I
and
didn't like the way the stuff looked. Just didn't catch
just
my
didn't
attention.
gel with you.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I'll put it this way. That game is so chock full of stuff. Like if you ever watch their like they have like weekly updates. Like like if you remember like in the Halo days, like this week at Bungie and everything, and they did that with Destiny. Warframe Studio does the same thing with a stream on like Twitch every week. But like they talk about like all kinds of pop culture stuff on there. Like the main head lead lady that was on there that did the presentation for Warframe's content at Summer Games Fest. Like No, she's on that stream. She's like a mega JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fan. And like she's talking about it and like she'll be like, yeah, we put all these references in and there's all these little things and like constantly. There's hella stuff in Warframe. It's just like one of those ones I never got into. I don't know.
Nice.
I guess I'm just surprised you guys like never really tried Warframe or Genshin. And like
Well, no, I tried Warframe, but
Both of those were on my, like, I looked at them, but then, like, Warframe, like I said, I just didn't like the way it looked and everything.
Yeah.
And, like, Genshin Impact I was looking at, and Sean was looking at, because every now and then we're like, all right, we need a new game to play together. And we both looked at it, and we're like, I don't know, like, it might be one of those, like, real money-grubbing games. And that's
It
what
can be.
we got that vibe, and it was like, all right, you know, it looks fun, like, the art style, the characters look cool, all the moves, whatever. But then it was like, you know what, just let's move on. Let's not do it. Let's not do it.
It is the waifu grinder if you let it be. If you let it be.
no, at the point in time for me when Genshin Impact came out, I wasn't in the mood for like gacha games because, as you said, it's kind of like it could be money grubbing.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
I want to
then
be
it's-
able to just go and, like, okay, do these 100 quests and you unlock that character. Be like, cool. That's what I want to do. I don't want to be like, here's my $1,000.
So early on, it was a little bit like that because there was a lack of content. But now, like, and I don't play it myself, but like I said, I have a bunch of friends who play it and still play it. Like, there's a lot of content in that game now.
Mhm.
Like, you know, there's so much. Like, that game is free to play. It doesn't have the multiplayer aspect, kind of like Destiny, but I'll tell you right now, Genshin has done a better job at locking in, like, almost as like a MMO light, free-to-play game as a service, whatever the hell you want to call it, than Destiny has.
Oh, yeah,
And
I'm not surprised.
It's not even a fair comparison, Destiny
Yeah.
to Genshin. And Genshin has been around less. Or Genshin hasn't been around as long as Destiny has. And it's like, dude, Bungie, you guys are slacking compared to Genshin. And now Genshin's got 2 more games in their waifu simulator world. But yeah, I know. I think that's just cool stuff if you like that. So, but yeah, it's Genshin.
But yeah,
It's video games.
video games.
Video games.
Cute girls on the screen that I like.
Waifus. It's okay. We all know your waifu is Samus. Actually, speaking of, Yeti has a pretty good Samus shirt right now.
Oh, does it?
Yes,
I'm
it
going to look
does.
at it right now.
Um,
Be like a reaction video. I'm going to go.
yeah. It's part. They're doing a thing like a collection this week called "Power Up with Pride" for Pride Month. But like, yeah, that Samus one's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, no. I already. Let's see.
No. Just look at it.
I'm trying. Let me see.
Like, for those of you who don't know, like they did. It's like the new gravity
That's
suit.
pretty good.
But like they made it like an 1800s like Coca-Cola ad, where it's like, for those of you who have tried this, get ready for this, try this or whatever. This is like the new best thing or what. Like, it's like if you look like late 1800s, early 1900s ads for like Coca-Cola, where it's like, oh, this will cure headaches and everything like that. That's a neat one, isn't it?
It is a neat one.
Yeah.
It wasn't what I was expecting at all.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. But there's that. And then, GDQ starts. Does GDQ start tomorrow, Mike? Have you seen anything on it?
Dude, I've been working so much for the past.
No, I know, but you actually watch GDQ from time to time too. The speed running marathon that's that's twice a year.
I haven't seen that in over 2 years.
I know it's supposed to be coming up.
My roommate watched it like religiously. Like he was pertaining like this is like my Super Bowl, and he's gonna be like from 6 a.m. to
Yeah.
whenever, and I'm like, cool. Which game do I like? Probably like Mario or maybe like Zelda. I'll be like, all right, I'll watch that.
Oh, okay. So, SGDQ is 2 weeks out. So not this coming weekend, the weekend after. Starts on the 26th. So, and that's just like, that's a solid week of video game speed runs. And like GDQ is like, when GDQ starts, that's like every screen I have just turns on GDQ for like the solid week. And that's it. Like
Yeah,
nothing
I know.
but GDQ that week.
And those are all the messages I get on my phone. Hey, this game's happening. You see this? You should watch this one. Here's a link. And I'm just like, I'm working. Stop
Dude,
sending me this.
Just put it on.
I can't.
Just put it on in the background.
Doesn't work.
Fuck.
Yeah, I can't even listen to headphones anymore at work. It just
Really?
doesn't work. I never have been able to in my whole career.
You just can't.
It's not more than like 30 minutes I can like wear headphones or something or put
Oh,
earbuds
fuck.
in until somebody has a question. It's just like the line of work I'm in and what I've always been doing.
You can't just put your phone over there and just work? Because that's what I do.
Oh no! Oh yeah! No, I can't do that. Like if that was like playing something that's no go at work. Like maybe my old jobs, but
You work in a warehouse, right?
No.
Oh, you don't?
What?
I would say that's like an OSHA thing. Like you can't have
no.
Oh no, it's not. It's not an OSHA thing. We don't have OSHA in these parts.
Yeah, there's definitely very zero OSHA where I work.
We have negative OSHA.
Negative
Negative
OSHA here.
Although I don't really work in an industrial place. anyways.
Negative OSHA.
Yeah, negative.
I mean,
like they call us and say we're not actually
Yeah.
coming by, and we go, all right.
Yeah, no, we're not. Yeah,
We're more an FDA.
they literally
place.
just call you like.
Yeah. By the
tell
way,
you
we're
they're
not
not
coming. Yeah.
Yeah, you got
They don't even tell anything about your specs or anything. They're just like, yeah, we're not gonna come. We're not gonna come.
Yeah,
Like,
so we're about like 15 minutes away. We're not coming. We won't be there.
we're in the area.
Yeah, so
You're like worried that you're gonna.
We're in the
yeah,
area.
we're not
We will
gonna
not
come.
be coming
We're not
to your
gonna
place.
Hold on. Like everybody's scrambling. They're like, oh no, we're not showing up. Like, oh why? Well, we don't want to.
yeah,
Your OSHA levels are negative. We cannot show up
Yeah,
there.
we can't.
It is so unsafe that we would all just fall into a black hole and just.
yeah, no, fucking, oh god.
Yeah, it's like an event horizon. If they
Yeah.
show up, it's just like blows up everything.
This is why we.
It
have
took a lot of
negative
brain
OSHAs.
power to remember that term. I was like,
Event
what is it?
horizon.
Wee, 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 wee.
You sure it wasn't a stranding?
Ooh, but that's kind of an event horizon.
Yeah, no, it is. Same thing.
I think they might even use the term event horizon
Yeah.
in Death Stranding.
You know the second one's coming, right? And
Yep.
Kojima's out here posting about sand, and everyone's expecting it to be related to the desert this time.
Well, there was something about sand in the first one, though, wasn't there? I mean, the whole time mechanic, sand.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, the beaches, blah 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 blah.
Oh yeah, the beaches.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, fucking, what's his face, the actor for Sam, straight up, he straight up just like spoiled that one. He's like, oh yeah, we started working on it, recording
Daryl.
it. Yeah.
Norman Reedus.
Yeah, he was on Twitter. He's like, yeah, so we totally started working on Death Stranding too. Dude, people in
And
like,
you know,
fucking
Kojima's
Hollywood-
just like, damn it. Like, you know, he
Yeah.
wouldn't be like super upset. They're buddies, anyways.
yeah, no, that's just how it goes.
He always has so many cool collectibles posted on Instagram.
Kojima?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other day it was like Sniper Wolf, and I immediately got my phone up and went, I need these collectibles. And went, oh, maybe not some of them.
Yeah, when you see the Sniper Wolf and it's like $700.
No. You can get her for like $45. Most of them you can. It's either unavailable completely or that like model series you can get
Yeah.
like 50, 60.
Have you
whatever.
seen like the big Sniper Wolf?
No, but actually that Sniper Wolf he posted, there's a nerdy comic store in Boston. Don't remember what it's called, but if you want action figures, you go to that store.
Yeah.
Because they have them in packages, unwrapped, whatever, and they're not scalped like prices. Like that Sniper Wolf, I
Nice.
saw it and I was like, I should buy that. That's kind of cool. And then I didn't, but it was like $20.
Yeah.
Like whatever.
Good luck now. Good luck finding it now.
It might still be there.
Speaking of statues, did you see the Final Fantasy VI, the Kefka on the walker
No.
thing?
No, I
$11,000.
I gotta see that.
Why are all the cool things so expensive?
That thing's huge. It's ridiculous. So it's like Final Fantasy VI, like $11,000 statue. It'll come up.
Well, you know, it's also like the Tifa statue from last month or the month before.
Oh, that's $700.
Oh, that one.
Well,
yeah.
no, the variations of like 750,
Yeah,
800, and then 900 for if you want both styles of statue.
yeah. Like, get the
Which-
fuck out of here.
Which is like, do you want her in her regular clothes? Do you want her in her battle suit? Or do you want her naked? It's like,
Like,
And it's just like, yes.
it's like,
yeah, $700. No, dude.
it's like, no, man, I'm not going to do that. It's too expensive. Here's my credit card.
Here's the card.
Well, here's my Affirm loan.
My Affirm loan.
0%
0%
APR for a
first.
year.
Yeah. I see that all the time, and sometimes it's tempting. They get you.
Uh,
I've never gotten anything with it. I
I
usually
know,
just
dude.
buy stuff out.
Yo, I straight up used it for the tonal. Like, good deal.
Yeah.
0% APR.
You can't beat it.
Don't get hit on your credit. Like, all right, sweet.
Yeah,
Thanks.
and you don't have to pay $3,500 right now.
Yeah.
Cool.
You're offering 0% APR. I'll take it. I don't have to pay for it right now. I can pay for it over time. Great. Thanks. Bye.
It's just like I've heard a couple people say, whenever you can, use other people's money.
Yep. No, that's literally what it is.
Yeah.
You end up, obviously you add yourself a payment, but it's not a bad payment because it's 0% APR.
No, but if you're paying, $100 a month or whatever it is,
Well,
whatever you're paying for.
Not only that, the nice part is too is like a firm like doesn't like run your credit like that.
Yeah.
So like, it's not like you're running a car loan or anything.
No.
So it's easy. It's fast.
That's the thing, though, when I think about it. Like, where are they getting their money, though? If it's 0%, where do they actually get it?
You know how it is. They're getting a cut off of.
Of
Yeah.
whatever you're.
Yeah. But whatever.
Whatever. It's a good.
Hey, you're gonna
service
offer it
for the small guy.
Exactly like you said. You should always use someone else's money if possible. So.
Yep. Always.
All right. Sweet. Thanks.
Credit cards, loans, whatever.
Yeah. Anyways, I think that
about
about calls it.
about it.
You guys got any closing statements?
Bye.
Scratching the party.
Yeah. All good. You got anything, Jeremy?
Jeremy at the last minute drops like an hour and a half of content. Be like, oh shit, Jeremy, this is a double episode.
Boy, have I got a week for you guys.
Can't wait for tomorrow morning when I wake up at 4 in the morning to watch New
Oh, it's
Japan
your
Pro
wrestling day, yeah, right?
Yeah,
wake
wrestling
up
day.
Wake up at 4 in the morning to watch Japanese wrestling.
Perfect.
I mean, I can't complain. The title match is going to be good. It's Jay White versus Kazuchika Okada. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I'm looking
guy's
forward
working on it.
because my new videos have been arm wrestling professionally. Don't know why, can't explain it. But the end of this month is like a big one, and it's
Did
going to
you-
be good.
Did you watch the Scumbag Dad video?
I still haven't watched that. Sorry,
Uh-uh.
we'll check it out later.
Yeah.
Great.
Anyways, where can they find you?
Discord, Mightiest Yeti. Eventually, I'll be streaming at some point when I build my PC.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get to that.
Yeah. Well, we know we're not going to find Alex anywhere because Alex ain't going to do a goddamn thing.
God dang it.
I can't even like defend myself against it. It's probably true.
Fucking do something. Fuck. Matt.
I'm just existing. Come on, guys.
Yes. Yes. All right. Yeah, you can find me Instagram, GattyKilljoy666.
He had the Burb out today.
I did.
So,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. I'm gonna start posting projects. My family was here this week. I was gonna do it some this week, but this week I really will do it.
yeah.
So keep checking for that stuff.
Bad stuff.
Woo!
And obviously, you can find me at Grizzly, GRIZZLEA. Obviously, on some platforms like Instagram and TikTok, it's Grizzly TV. Add the TV at the end. Otherwise, for YouTube, it's just Grizzly. So, you know where to find me. Anyways, I hope you all had a good week, and then we will see you all next week.
See ya.
Bye,
Bye, guys.